Good morning. Good morning. Thank you all very much for your continued support on this channel as we move in a direction of non-bullshittery and transparency, where we call people out and we highlight things. We don't do enough on this channel to highlight good stories. It's always negative shit because that's what's being thrust upon us by the mainstream media and by our politicians. Yes. Now, I have had lots of messages from yesterday. Yes, I'm going to be honest. Yesterday, I took a dip. I really did. I felt like shit all day. Just a lot of things sort of starting to manifest now, and starting to, so positive. Need to be positive. Positive mind sets you up for the day. And stop dwelling on the past, start moving forward. Yes, it's nice to think about things which have been brilliant, but not everything's perfect. We all have dips. So thanks for all the messages. I do appreciate it. Yeah. And I had a guy, I'll say, had a guy, his name's Stephen Corrigan, sent me a lovely message actually, and he even signed it DUS Corrigan and his number. Detainee under sentence, that's what it meant. Basically, Stephen, he left the army as a colour sergeant, did quite well. But many years ago, he made mistakes in the army, like I did. And he got sent to MCTC, a correctional facility, a military correctional facility. And I got to know him in there. I spotted him in there. I knew he was a good soldier, knew he was a good guy. We all make mistakes. And he's kept in touch and he sent me a lovely email. So thanks, Stephen. I do appreciate it. Yeah. And I had another email, I won't go into these guys' name, Lee and his friend, that did a challenge for the Yorkshire Regiment, and they raised just shy of 10 grand. I gave them a donation, small donation, and they want to meet up with me and present me with some sort of memorabilia thing. So I've said, yeah, I'd love to meet up with the two of you and have a coffee or a beer, and yeah, so that's lovely. So thanks for that. It's been a good couple of days, even though your mental health goes up and then takes a dip, but you have to maneuver around it. And many of you are complaining about my current king. I have to say my current king because I am a member. I'm British and he is the king, King Charles. Many people are wondering why he hasn't done anything. And the truth is, I'm going to be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I look forward to William when William becomes the king, the Prince of Wales becomes the king, to see what he does. Him and his wife Catherine seem to be going in the right direction. But I have to ask myself, and I'm sure you've asked, what's the point in a monarch who doesn't actually do anything for their people? Sounds awful, but I'm just saying, at the minute we have the worst prime minister ever that's destroying the country. In fact, he's had a reshuffle. I found out early hours in the morning that Rachel Reeves is for the chopping and she's going. Rachel Thieves. There's going to be a new chancellor. I don't know who it's going to be. Yesterday, the Home Secretary got grilled in front of a panel of Labour and Tory where they ripped her to pieces. They ripped her to pieces for her stance against her own people. Imagine using taxpayers' money to attack the taxpayers. I mean, this government does nothing for the people. It's priority. Even Elon Musk has tweeted about it, that our current Prime Minister is committing treason against his own people as he prioritises dangerous illegal individuals over taxpayers. It's quite sad, isn't it? Labour's stance was that the one in, one out policy, well, that hasn't worked. 3,561 people have came in and not one of them has left. In fact, in some areas, they were given £300,000 houses. I mean, where else in the world can you come to a country with nothing, be given all your benefits, be given the top houses over your own, jump the waiting list of taxpayers and be funded? The UK's a shithole. Yeah. I've been looking at properties on auctions to buy and do up, and possibly it's just Fiona gave me that idea 2 days ago. I have been looking, Fiona, but thank you for that. And a lot of people. In fact, yesterday, my new neighbour knocked on the door. Trevor, I heard you're bored. Let's go for a walk. And me and Paul went for a walk, actually. We went for a long walk. Lovely, actually. He had his dog out with him. It was quite nice. Went for a cup of tea. And I went, walking in an area where I live that I've never been before, and I seen things. And so there we go. It was nice. It was nice. So thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. Yes. There's a lot going on, isn't there? What else is happening? Oh, a chef, who was on Richard Branson's private island, Nectar Island, at 95. I never knew this. It's £95,000 a night to stay on his private island. Well, the chef died. There was some boozy night the other night, and a chef died. Shameful, but I mean, what type of people pay £95,000 for a night for a getaway? Billionaires, probably. The Epsteins, people like that. But I don't want to associate them two together. I'm just saying that's waste of money in my eyes. Yeah. And I've been reading this morning about a young lady in Kentucky. A 21-year-old beauty queen from Kentucky has been arrested. They found a newborn baby in a trash bag in her closet. Now, before people jump at this young lady, I don't know the ins and outs of the story, but I'm going to hazard a guess that it may have been a birth at home and a stillborn, and she panicked. And so rather than just lock her up, I think that there should be a bit of investigation on there. The girl's probably suffering mental trauma now because of that. So don't necessarily jump to conclusions and lock people up for things. You need to look at why they're doing it. It's like in the army. I mean, when people turn to drink and drugs, the army just kicks them out, doesn't it? Just kicks them out. What the army doesn't do is go, come in, grab a seat. What's wrong? Well, I'm struggling from combat. Okay, and you've turned to drugs. Yeah, because you can't get help. Okay, let's look at how we can fix that problem, maybe mentally, rather than kick you out to deal with all that trauma that we've caused by sending you to war. Let's sort out this issue and we can keep you in. Yeah, that never happens in the army, by the way. Never happens anywhere. It's just like kick them out and throw them on the NHS to look after. It's terrible. I was reading this morning about a Ugandan man who won 36 million shillings, Ugandan shillings. Check this here out. When he went to the betting shop to collect his winnings, the receptionist in the betting shop quit her job to be his girlfriend. Nah, I may get shot down for this, but in these type of stories, men are in it for love, women are in it for business. Certain ones. Now you're gonna shoot me here for that, but don't. I don't make the laws. I don't give everything away. The courts do. So read that. Labour. Yeah. Oh. The thumbnail. How can I forget the thumbnail? Right. Now, we're all hearing this bullshit about the Temu Prince coming to the UK for the Well Child Awards on the 8th of September. We're also hearing that from the royals that the current king is having cancer treatment on the 8th of September. Also, the 8th of September is the anniversary of the passing of the late Queen Elizabeth II. So there's a lot of things happening on those dates. Now, I've heard from a good source that when he sent his PR team across to the UK to meet with the King's PR team. Remember that private sort of meeting, the little meeting allegedly they were meant to sort things out? Well, during that meeting, check this here out. The Temu Prince, he set demands, hasn't he? He's got a little 3 demands he has. If he gets these 3 demands, he's willing to get back into the royal family. However, I want to point this out. Nobody fucking wants him back in the royal family, so he can stick the demands up his arse. So the 3 demands are this. A, he wants fully funded security by his father. That's not going to happen. B, what was the other one? Oh, he would like control over the press, and that would be led by Buckingham Palace press team. Obviously, because they're very good at PR, aren't they? And he's clearly not. And 3, he would like his wife to have all privileges of an HRH. None of them's happening, are they? None of them's happening. I mean, why? Demands. He wants an apology. What? He wants an apology for what? The little moaning little shitbag has caused nothing but dramas. Bag of wind. I mean, just wish he'd fuck off. Anyway, listen, that's enough for me this morning. Yeah, so let's see what's happening. This week we're going to see the complete reshuffle of the government. Rachel Reeves, I won't do the hand gesture of, she's going. She has to go. I mean, the whole Labour, even Labour are rebelling against their own policies, which is brilliant to see. I'd like to see them all leave though and join another party. But anyway, listen, that's me done for the day. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I do appreciate it. And yeah, and if you haven't subscribed, why not? It's free.